Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, I'm going to do singles read for Valentine's Day. Using the Rosebud Tarot. What's up, collective singles? How we doing? How we shaking? We had a red sunrise this morning where I'm at, so proceeding with caution. Alright, collective. 8 of Water, walking away from something. Healing. And the 3 of Fire in reverse. Not quite determined on which direction you're going to go after this healing, but you're still in the midst of it. Can't decide where to go, that's okay. Healing is for meditative states, not making decisive actions. 4 of Fire, 4 of Wands, celebrating anyway. Curiosity of Water, which is Page of Cups. 3 of Water in reverse. 5 of Water in reverse. 7 of Fire in the upright. And the Ace of Air in reverse. Whew. This feels like you are celebrating all this lost emotions here. As backwards as that sounds, it feels like you're celebrating losing some emotional attachments that were toxic for you, and like putting yourself into a protective mode of enlightenment here. You got 2 halos here. 2 halos. So you're getting into this like mindset of protectiveness and understanding how this functions and works in everyday life with your emotions and your thoughts. You're still really new to this. This is really fresh. It feels like. I'm not going to put a timeline on it, but it feels pretty raw yet from the healing. The bottom, 6 of Fire in reverse, 9 of Earth. No victory yet, but you're claiming sovereignty. There's the 2 of Cups, pairing with yourself, it feels like. And then the 2 of Fire in reverse. And you're not moving from that. You're basking in the sunlight. Ta-da, da-da, da-da, ta-da. So, you may have not found victory in this place that you're walking away from, whatever this situation is. But you're keeping sovereign, and you're finding that counterpart within yourself that it does bring out your true authenticity, whether it be you have a modality of existing in this plane while you're walking away from all of this emotional attachment that doesn't serve. And you can't do that without claiming your own sovereignty here and pairing the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself together. That's what makes you sovereign, right? It's bringing those energies and integrating them into who you are. So your 2 of Fire suggests to me you're not looking on the outside here. You're going within. And that's where your light is. Ooh! Nice. Okay. Well, that was short and sweet. Let's get a Queen Mob. Oh, Spitfire in here. Okay. Alright, collective singles. My goodness me. A dream of love. Make not your thoughts your prisons. I don't want to read a whole novel. Oh, we're only 4 minutes. I might have to read a novel. Okay. So we'll start with these 2. But this one is A Sea Maiden's Music and Venus in the Sky. So we'll start We can just keep this the way it is. That would be 2. 34 is the number on the card in case you can't see it. A dream of love. Be mindful of both truth and illusion. There is no love so complete, so idyllic, as a love for someone largely unknown. When your time with someone dear to you has been limited or brief, you can readily perceive within them every fair and noble quality. If you love a stranger or someone you know only minimally, it can appear that this person is made of pure magic. They bring joy and delight to your soul. You feel intoxicated when you so much as picture their face. You may consequently become infatuated or obsessed. There are 2 sides to this. One is truth and the other illusion. In truth, we are all infinite, angelic, God and goddess-like creatures. We are beautiful, we are brave, we are thoughtful, we are clever. We are shards of a divine and radiant mirror, possessed of every shade and sparkle of the spectrum of the sacred. The illusion is what obscures the other truth, that we are none of us perfect. Most of us are very far from it. While all the light is within us, it does not all have the privilege of shining. Some of the lanterns are broken. Some of the stars are obstructed by clouds. Some of the candles have been extinguished by rain, and others have been blown out in the wind. And yet, when you see the perfection in another, or when someone else sees it in you, miracles often happen. More light shines, more lanterns are lit, more stars are visible, more candles are illuminated. Seeing the truth of one's perfection helps that truth to spark, radiate, and ignite. On the other hand, with time, relationships progress. If a relationship moves past the idealization stage, it changes into something else. Something less delirium-inducing, but more sustainable. Less sugary, but more sweet. You might say that one's imperfections become visible, the romantic whirlwind slows. In the most desirable scenarios, it becomes a gentle, nourishing breeze. But sometimes relationships do not sustainably progress past the idealization stage. When the mask of perfection falls away, one or both partners may not like what they find beneath, or at times, there is no real partnership, so there is never an opportunity to remove the mask at all. Still other times, or at other points along the path, a relationship may still have much to offer, but one or both partners becomes temporarily disenchanted and looks elsewhere for what luscious bliss that follows in a new love's wake. There can be great danger here if trading in a great and venerable love for a flashy and fleeting new one. Here there is truth, and there is also illusion. If you are wise enough to perceive both at once, you will hold all the wisdom you need. All right, number 10. Make not your thoughts your prisons. Free yourself from limiting stories. Your mind is detaining you from a cage of its own making. You are tied up in intricate, beautiful chains of thought. But just as you have unknowingly imprisoned yourself in these illusions, now you can knowingly set yourself free. If it is not apparent what thoughts are posing as handcuffs, chains, or prison bars, ask yourself, what trap do I seem to be in? How is my cage showing up in my inner or outer world? Do I seem to be in a situation I don't like? Is there a particular worry or thought pattern I can't seem to get out of my mind? Perhaps you feel as if you have to do something you don't want to do or be someone you don't want to be. Examine your beliefs and identify the ways you are unnecessarily limiting yourself. Sometimes you believe that you can read other people's thoughts and then you feel constrained or drained by what you imagine they are thinking about you or wanting from you. You can see someone looking at you sideways and you feel certain they are now judging you and finding you lacking, when it's just as likely that they're quietly admiring your hair, or you mentally go over and over something you said, believing that you've accidentally offended someone by how you phrased something, when it was highly possible they were never the least bit offended at all. As intuitive as you may be, you are not impartial enough to accurately guess what others are thinking about you. You may as well get out of the habit of trying. Not to mention, a queen must be who she is and behaves as she behaves. Not everyone will approve, and some will indeed be offended. But to reign effectively over your realm, you must learn to put aside your worried imaginings about what others are thinking. It is not your job to be a mind reader. Trust others to speak up on their own behalf. And if you feel compelled to know what they are actually thinking, use your voice and ask. Social expectations and norms, too, can work their way into your mind and proceed to behave like a jail. Your human culture is a maelstrom of brightly deceptive magic, wicked poetry, and visions that steal your power by making you believe you are too large, too small, too old, too young, too beautiful, too plain, or some other such despicable lie. You can be kind and respectful to others without minimizing who you are or denying what you want. And you can be fully present in your culture without falling hopelessly under its spell. There is no scenario, however, in which you will please or placate everyone. If you attempt to do so, you will succeed only in driving yourself mad. Make not your thoughts your prisons. Make your thoughts your wings and ascend. Where are we at? Oh, we got plenty of time. As much as I don't like reading bedtime stories. Here we go. 38. Guys, if you don't have this deck, I highly recommend you go get it. It's so beautiful. Queen Mob by Tess Whitehurst. Go and get it. Right now my tulips are blocking it, but this is just an amazing deck. Okay. The Sea Maiden's music. Heal through creativity. The longing within you holds great beauty. To reveal that beauty, channel your pain into art. It is a great error to believe that life should be filled with only sunlight and cheerful songs in major keys. It is an expectation that can never be met. And for those who wish to live fully, it is an idea that holds no allure. Of course, if you do nothing but wallow endlessly in sadness, such behavior will quickly become boring, both for others and for you. But hiding your melancholy away from yourself and the world will bring grave stagnation to your inner landscape. It will not fail to fester and become toxic. Art is the alchemy that transforms your painful emotion into something that heals. Heal yourself and others now by creating music, visual art, poetry, a book, an essay, a story, or play. Or perhaps you would prefer to prepare a performance of some kind. Whatever you create, put your heartache into it. Do not edit out or conceal your anger, your loneliness, your fear, your rage. If you have experienced great tragedy in your past, make sure you find a way to include that too. There may be immense happiness and hope in your artwork also, but goddess forbid that's all you have to share. To characterize this life experience as anything less than a full spectrum of light and darkness is to prolong your own loneliness and the loneliness of others. To restrict yourself to the bright side as to refuse to look at the truth, which means your life has become a lie. As you well know, everyone you love will one day die. Everything you love will one day pass away. This gives you reason to mourn, but it also reminds you to enjoy what you have while it lasts. What's more, we are here without explanation. Sometimes the mystery inspires, and other times it terrifies. Be brave and embrace it all, and put it all into your work. You may have an artistic medium already that you practice, but if you don't, choose one now and channel your feelings into it. Do not allow commercialism or desire for commercial validation to color your choices. Do not start with the thought that you are making a product to sell. Rather, focus on communicating something vital and ineffable. Find the vein of gold within your dark moods and existential ennui. Illuminate it, clarify it, and broadcast it. Find what is universal about it and share it. This will set in motion great waves of healing, both within and without. Well, there's a trip to the craft store on Valentine's Day. All right. Venus in the sky. That's not the right number. Okay. 42 is the number of this one for my number B. All right. Be magnetic. You possess a uniquely mesmerizing beauty. Embody it now for your own personal enjoyment and to bless the world with divine light. Venus is the goddess of love and the brightest planet in the sky. In both these roles, she both receives and broadcasts radiance. It is as if she was swimming in an ocean of brilliance, absorbing it and sharing it and reveling in it. She both bathes and blesses the world with divine luminosity. She leverages these polarities of receiving and giving to continuously increase her own glorious glow. Be a devotee of your own magnificence. Cherish the goddess-like beauty within you. Cleanse away anything that limits your shine. Patiently coax your inherent sparkle with relaxation, inspiration, self-adornment, and self-care. Essentially, you must now find the energy of magnetism, sweetness, and attraction within you. You can then easily use that energy to draw love, romance, attention, abundance, and anything else you desire. The goddess of love does not restrict her charms to the young or conveniently attractive. She blesses and dwells within us all. We can all call on her and utilize her magic. Check your chart. See where Venus is. That's how she's going to show up fullest in your life. This intrinsic current of romance can inspire us to take exciting chances, make positive changes, and see the mystery and majesty of life and existence. No matter what your question or current situation, your answer is this. Access the quality of the divine beauty within. Invoke the love goddess. Surrender to her and let her take over. Fall in love with nature, with music, with colors, with textures, and with scents. Slowly savor smooth chocolate or sweet fruit. Sway to a hypnotic beat. Gaze at the sunlight dancing in the sea. Once you are well and truly flowing and shining with the goddess's beauty, your momentum will effortlessly carry you towards the sweetest and loveliest of lands. All right, collect the singles. Go play, darlings. Go play. Until next time, keep your flame.